Scene opens with soft beeping of a heart monitor. The camera slowly zooms in on a serious-looking heart surgeon, standing in scrubs inside an operating room. Doctor speaks directly to camera. If you're over 60, please stop scrolling and just listen to me for 2 minutes. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not a celebrity. I'm a heart surgeon. And I'm begging you to stop one habit that is quietly destroying your heart and shortening your life. 2 photos of real heart scans and surgical tools. For the last 23 years, I've been in the operating room, performing heart surgeries on patients from all walks of life. Many of them were in their 60s, 70s, even 80s. Some came in after having a heart attack. Some were rushed in because their arteries were 95% blocked. And do you want to know the one common thing I saw in most of these cases? It wasn't genetics, it wasn't diet, it wasn't smoking. It was something far more subtle, far more common, far more dangerous. Because it doesn't hurt until it's almost too late. Cut to a senior sitting still, watching TV for long hours. This habit is killing seniors slowly. It's robbing them of years of life. It's causing strokes, high blood pressure, arrhythmia, and even sudden death. And yet most people maybe. Even you don't even realize it's a problem. That's why I'm making this video today, not to scare you, but to help you. Return to surgeon, calm but firm voice. I've seen people who were full of life, with loving families, wonderful grandchildren. And then suddenly, everything changed, because they didn't take this one habit seriously. Their lives ended too soon, or they were left with disability, regret, and pain. And it breaks my heart, because it could have been prevented. Music builds slightly gentle but urgent. So if you care about your heart, your health, and your future, stick with me. I'll tell you exactly what this habit is, and how to reverse the damage it may already be causing. Scene opens in a quiet, cozy living room. A senior man is sitting on a recliner, watching TV. The lighting is soft and calm, voiceover or on camera. Doctor speaking gently but firmly. Now let's talk about the habit that's quietly harming millions of seniors every single day. It's not drinking, it's not smoking, it's not even eating unhealthy food though. Those are certainly harmful. The habit I'm talking about is something that seems harmless, even normal. It's sitting for long, uninterrupted hours, every day. Cut 2 clips of seniors watching TV, sitting at a table or lying on a couch for hours. You may think, I'm retired. I've worked hard all my life. I deserve to relax. And you're right, you do deserve peace. But our bodies weren't designed to sit still for 6, 8, or 10 hours. Especially not as we age. Sitting for long periods slows down your blood circulation, increases your risk of blood clots, and puts unnecessary pressure on your heart. Cut to a heart diagram showing slowed blood flow and fat buildup in arteries. What's even more alarming is that even if you go for a walk in the morning or do light exercise, it doesn't cancel out hours of sitting during the rest of the day. That's how dangerous this habit is. Return to a close-up of the doctor, speaking with urgency. I've seen people who had no major health issues, but because of prolonged sitting, they developed high blood pressure, deep vein thrombosis, and even suffered strokes, all because they underestimated how deadly a sedentary lifestyle can be. Soft music fades in, thoughtful and serious. It may not feel dangerous. It doesn't hurt. But the damage builds up silently, till one day it becomes an emergency, and by then it's often too late. Fade to a question on screen. How long do you sit each day? Scene opens in a dimly lit hospital corridor. Sounds of distant heart monitors and hospital staff moving can be heard faintly. The camera slowly zooms in on the surgeon standing next to a hospital bed. Doctor speaking. In a calm but serious tone. I wish I could tell you this was just theory. That sitting too much was just a minor health concern. But I can't. I've seen the consequences with my own eyes over and over again. I've watched families rush into the emergency room, crying, scared, helpless, because someone they loved suddenly collapsed. And when we look deeper, the story is often the same. Cut to a dramatized reenactment. An elderly man suddenly clutching his chest while sitting, then being rushed into an ambulance. He was doing fine, retired, watching TV every evening. Rarely left the house, didn't think much of it until one day his heart gave out. When we opened him up, his arteries were almost completely blocked. Blood wasn't flowing. His heart was being slowly suffocated day after day because it wasn't being used, moved, or strengthened. Shows slow-motion footage of blood vessels narrowing, clots forming, and heart strain through medical animation. I remember one woman 67 years old. No major symptoms, no chest pain. But one morning she had a massive stroke. Why? Because she spent nearly 12 hours a day sitting knitting, watching television, scrolling on her phone without realizing what it was doing to her body. Camera cuts back to the doctor, voice full of emotion, and every time I have to walk into a waiting room and tell a family we couldn't save their loved one, I wonder what if they had just known. What if someone had told them how dangerous prolonged sitting really is? Scene ends with soft music and on-screen text. This isn't just a habit, it's a health emergency waiting to happen. Scene opens in a clean, bright space. The doctor stands next to a screen displaying a simple animated diagram of the human heart and blood vessels. Doctor speaking in an informative tone. Let me explain what sitting for long hours actually does to your body specifically. Your heart. When you sit still for a long time, your muscles are inactive and your blood flow slows down. This causes blood to pool in your legs, especially around the calves. The result? Poor circulation, increased blood pressure, and over time damage to your arteries. Cut to a simple animation showing slowed blood flow in the legs, leading to clot formation. Your heart is a muscle. It needs movement like walking, stretching, or light activity to keep blood flowing smoothly and to keep the arteries clear. When you don't move, fats and cholesterol start to build up in your arteries. This narrows them, making it harder for your heart to pump blood. Show animation of plaque building up inside an artery and narrowing it. This is called atherosclerosis, and it's the #1 cause of heart attacks and strokes. And yes, even if you eat well and take your medication, it won't completely protect you if you're sitting for 6 to 10 hours a day without movement. Switch to an animation of a healthy heart beating versus a weak heart under strain. Over time, a lack of physical movement weakens the heart muscle itself. It has to work harder just to keep your body going even when you're doing nothing. That extra stress can trigger heart failure or sudden cardiac arrest. Turn to the doctor, now looking more engaged. I know this sounds scary. Why? But here's the good news. The damage caused by too much sitting can be reversed. If you start taking action now, just standing up every 30 minutes, walking for 10 minutes a few times a day, or doing light stretching can dramatically improve your heart health. Cut to shots of seniors walking, gardening, and doing light exercises with smiles on their faces. Movement is medicine, and it's free. No pills, no surgeries. Just simple, daily motion. End scene with the text. Your heart wasn't made to sit still, neither were you. Now that you know the truth, I want you to remember this. You are not powerless. You can take control of your heart health starting today. Cut 2 scenes of seniors tying their walking shoes, stretching in the garden, walking with a friend or spouse. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need fancy equipment. You need is movement. Walk around your house. Take the stairs. Stand up every 30 minutes. Do gentle stretches. Just 10 to 15 minutes of light activity, but 2 to 3 times a day can change your life. Show visuals of improved blood flow animations, smiling family members, and a strong heartbeat on a monitor. Your heart will get stronger, your circulation will improve, your energy will return, and you'll be protecting yourself from the silent dangers of sitting too much. Camera cuts to the doctor sitting on a park bench, speaking directly to the viewer with compassion. Please, don't wait for a warning sign because in heart disease, the first sign is often the last. Don't let a quiet habit take away the time you still have. Time with your family, your grandkids, your memories. You've worked hard your whole life. Now it's time to live it fully. Cut to seniors dancing, playing with grandchildren, enjoying coffee together. Lively and joyful scenes. Stand up for your health. Literally, walk, move, breathe, live. You deserve more years, more memories, more moments. Fade to black. With bold white text. Stop the habit. Save your heart. Start today.